Hi, Eric here, and today I'm going to show you how to reset your tire pressure monitor system in your Blazer EV or other modern GM product. What happens is you buy a nice set of winter tires, you include the tire pressure sensors, you have to make sure you do that when you buy them, or have them transfer them from your other wheels. But once you put them on the vehicle, after driving for 10 minutes or so, you'll get a warning saying your tire pressure monitoring system isn't working. So what you need to do is you need to reset the tire sensors. And GM has a couple ways to do that, and I'm going to show you both those methods today. The first method is using a tool. This is a VT5 tool. You can buy these off of Amazon. A generic one is probably fine. And it has a button here that you press and it'll transmit. And this tool I bought for my Chevrolet Volt, which I had 10 years ago, and this still works today. So it's nice that they still use this. And the first step is to go inside the vehicle here, and I'll show you what you need to do. So once you get in your vehicle, press the brake to start it, and go to the home screen here and click Vehicle Status and Tire Pressure and Relearn Tire Pressure. And once you set this, it'll enter a special mode where you have to do your programming. So I'll click that and then click Relearn. And as soon as I click that, you heard the horn honk, right? Now, leaving the car on when you get out, make sure you tell it to stay on if you were just driving. You take this tool and start at the front left tire and work clockwise around the car. And I come over by the valve stem here and just hit this button once. And the car should honk, and it did not. There we go. So touching this to the valve stem did the trick. And then this side. What this is doing is communicating with the sensor. And then the back wheel on the passenger side. And then the driver's side wheel on the rear. And then you heard the double beep. That meant it was done. And when you go back in here, it's finished that mode, and it shows the tire pressures up here. Beforehand, if it was having trouble detecting them, they would show up as yellow and blank, and a TPMS warning light would pop up. So that was how to reprogram using the VT5. And now I'll show you the alternative method. So if you don't have a VT5, there's another way to do this. You do the relearn tire pressures again. And then starting in the same sequence that we just used, you come over here to your tire and let the air out until it honks. There we go. And you'll want to come around and refill each tire afterwards. So this is a way to tell the sensor to talk to the car. The car will listen to that sensor's value. And what this does, this buys you not having to buy that special tool. 10 years ago, I think I paid like $100 for it, but now you can get them much cheaper. At the time, the Volt required that tool. It wouldn't let you do this way. They kind of went back and forth, like 1 year of Volt would work and then the next one didn't. And there, the same confirmation once the process is done. And let's go check it and we should be good to go. The warning is if you don't follow the procedure in the sequence, your tires will be in the wrong position. So like if you didn't start with the front left and work around that way, it may not work correctly. But yeah, you can see I had to bleed off about 1 to 2 PSI. And that worked really well. So that was, I'm just going to use the tool because I have it. But if you don't have the tool, I would suggest doing the tire bleed way. Now I need to go fill up my tires so they're back up to factory recommended. So I hope that helps you set your tire pressures or pair your vehicle with new tire pressure sensors and a Blazer EV. And this will work on other GM products as well.